Alright guys, how y'all doing today? So, I'm Joshua Ozzie. Most people know who I am. I'm here today to do a quick review on a new product by Vicious Ant. All new design. Design from an inspiration of one of their originals, of the original Duke, to the new Duke 2. Okay? And also, I'm going to show what's included in the package. I'm going to show some measurements from this as well. So what I'm doing is I'm getting it set up because I have been using it. Okay? And I'm going to give you measurements of two things because there's been a lot of talk and controversy as to why they didn't do a certain thing. And then I'm going to break that down for you and show you the difference. Okay? In size comparison, because everybody thinks it's so easy. I'm going to show the inside of the thing too, on the comparison that I do. So today, doing a review on the Duke 2. Okay? So this is what I'm going to be doing a quick review on. It's not going to be a fancy review. I'm going to have a picture snapshot up there. Going to do the review. Going to bring it down. Going to give you my pros and cons on it. My thoughts, whatever, and from there I'm going to show you some measurements. Other than that, there's not going to be a lot of fluff inside. This is more just, hey, straight to the point, here's what's going on. I see a lot of the comments coming up, why isn't it this, why didn't you do that, it'd be better if it's this, it'd be better if it's that. But a lot of things you don't take into account. Sizing. Okay? If you want something compact, let me show you something. Show you the difference. So you have sizing, you know, people always talk about they want the smallest thing possible. I want the smallest thing, I want the best battery life, I want this, I want that, I want the best thing that can sit in my hand, I want that. Guess what? Size doesn't mean everything. Not always. I mean, not for what you're asking for. Because the smaller you go, the less you get in battery life. Which means the more time you're spending swapping a battery. Which means the more batteries you are carrying with you. With that happening, you now have to decide. Do you want to sacrifice battery life and spending more time changing it? Or do you want to spend time enjoying your product more? Okay, there's been a big craze. Don't ask me why. On 18350s and wanting things smaller. And then people are like, well, that's too big or too small. I can't get the life out of it. A lot of you want to build a 0.1, a 0.2, a 0.3. On an 18350, you're going to get maybe 30 minutes of life out of it because they're not rated to run that. You're actually overdoing it. Look at Ohm's law. Okay, they don't have the same voltage and amps. I think they're what, 8 amps, 9 amps, maybe 10. You're lucky for vape cell. But you're building a 0.3, which is running maybe 15, 20 amps. Now you're doubling your battery. You're risking, you know, your hand, your mouth, self-injury. And if that's what you want, then feel free. But, here we go. So, buy Vicious Ant, because I have one. 18350. Phenom Mech Mod. Okay, cute little tiny thing. Fits perfectly in your hand. You put a little atomizer on it. You can slide it down. You barely will see it. Okay. Then you got the Phenom. Another Phenom. 18650. Okay. They also made this in a 26650. I think it was like that big around. It's like almost a pill bottle, basically round. It looked like you were holding something that you shouldn't be holding in public. Okay? Size difference between the two. Here, let's do it on a box so you can see it's even. Okay? Size difference from batteries. Okay? I don't have an 18E350s no more. I gave them away to somebody else. Actually, I gave them away to Diana from Vicious Ant because I gave her a mod for always taking care of me. She wanted it. She built high. You know, she's more of that, I guess, more of a mouth to lunger and, you know, more of the Nick Salts probably or something like that because she doesn't vape as much. So it's something she can enjoy because she knows how to build higher. So her battery's going to last longer. Nice features. Lock rings. Fire button. Turn the ring. Now it won't fire. Okay? That's all I'm talking about that. So now I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do a quick measurement before I show you the Duke itself on the inside of the package. So, I zeroed out my caliper. No, I didn't. Didn't do it again. There we go. Come on, you piece of shit. Zeroed out. Okay, whatever. It's zeroed out. Okay? 30T. Okay? Standard battery that most of us are using in a regulated device. So therefore, it's something that most people will use. So, a 30T measures in roughly, let me get it here, at 21 millimeters even. 21. I gotta flip this thing upside down. No, I gotta flip it the other way so you can see this. 21 millimeters, okay? 21, even. So 21,700. It's actually 21.1 if you want me to be exact, but because it won't keep the zero. Let me try to do it again. There it goes. 21.1, which means the wrap they're using is a 0.1 millimeter thickness. Okay? Now, this is a rewrapped. I have, yes I do. Let me take it out of my night. This is a KDES battery, one that most people buy here. Okay? So, I'm going to zero it out. I'm going to go on the side with no stickers. It's 18 point... If you keep it straight, it's 18.1 millimeters as well. It's got a 1 millimeter gap. Okay? $18.1. Can you see that? Do I need to focus that for you so you can see it better? There you go. 18.1 millimeters. Okay? Now, rewrap battery. So my battery is rewrapped on this one. Okay? This is a 30Q. It is now reading 18.4. I've got a 3... That seems odd to be that thick. No, it still says 18.1, but it's about an 18.2 millimeter wrap. It's a little bit thicker than the original 18 series, which means it takes up more space, basically, is all that means, okay? Battery orientation in this. Let me put them back. Put my night back together. Let it fire itself up. So I want to quickly show you that. All right. So here's what I'm going to show you. This is the Primo TI 21700. Okay. So this is a DNA 75C. Okay. I'm going to show you something. Okay, because everybody talks about it. Quick release tab, still there. Turn it, drops off. Now it's gone. You see the inside of this well inside? This is a custom cover cap from them. Okay, they make this, they machining this, I believe, if my understanding is right. They have a lip on the inside of this. It's about a 2 millimeter lip. But let me show you something. So I'm gonna zero this out. I'm going to take my caliper and I'm going to show you the reading. 21.8 millimeters. It's 0.7 millimeters inner diameter. Okay, so that means this is 0.7 millimeters wider than a standard 18650. So everybody's wanting a 21700. So I just measured this for you. Okay. So now you have a mod that's at least 0.8 millimeters wider, right? I just got to get this cap back on. Line up the two grooves, slide it over, bam, my cap's back on. Self-adjusting center pin. Not self-adjusting, take that back. Manual adjusted center pin based on your battery. I got a 30T, which is measuring out at 70.2, 70.3, 70.2 millimeters tall. Okay, let me grab a different battery. I'm going to grab one of the KDES. One of their batteries. Here's a KDES battery. Let's see if it's 70.2 as well. .5, 0.3 millimeters taller. See, not all batteries are the same. So with that being said, and the width of this battery, with their wrap, 21.6. You see the difference in size? You can't sit there and say, I want a 21700, but there's difference in variations in sizes of a battery. So now, you now have to make a mod much larger to accommodate different sized batteries. I'm going to give you an example. Viking mods. I couldn't use none of my 1800s or 18650s in them. Why? They were rewrapped. Too thick. Wouldn't fit inside. So what do you think I'm going to do? You think I'm going to go out and buy a new battery every single time I want to use that mod and my wrap rips? No. I want a mod that I know that I can take this battery, slip it in, and I still have, what was it, 20.6 or 20.8? This is a no, it was a 21.6 or whatever the hell it was. For the inner diameter, this is a 20.8. This sets in there snug. Very little movement. Put the 30T in there. Hear that? Hear that rattle? KDES, a little bit less. Because they're two different thicknesses on batteries, okay? So I'm going to end your 21700 craze. I love 21700s. That's my favorite mod to have. Better battery life. Okay? So now, the Duke. This is what we're going to talk about today. The Duke 2 by Vicious Ant. Now, if I could get this ugly-ass fucking color to show up, I would. It shows black, or I think it's kind of like showing like a black color, but maybe if I pull back a little bit, you can see it's poop brown. Okay? Their comment back, it's a limited edition. They wanted a different box color from black to brown, but they looked at, oops, well, if I didn't show the black side. Black to brown. You kind of see the difference in variation of color. And it's pretty cool. When you put them together, you get the full ant head. That's pretty cool. I need to do that more often. Okay? See the size difference too? In the box size, taller? So I wanted to show that. I want to give that. So now we're going to talk about the mod and how it comes packaged. Okay? The Duke 2. You open it up. Your Duke 2 sits inside. You pull it out. Alright? Now, I've cleaned mine a little bit because I had some scuff marks, which I was able to show inside of my box, that shiny stuff. Hold on, let me set that down. That shiny stuff on the inside of my box from where it moved inside. The 21700s and I believe the rest of the mods have more of a padded case. This doesn't have that padded case. So at first I was a little upset. I was like, damn it, a limited edition and I got scuff marks. put a little fucking vape juice on it, moved it over, cleaned it off, wiped it down real quick, and they disappeared. Completely gone. Okay? So, you have the new Duke 2. Okay? Very aesthetically pleasing. They are a limited edition run. Okay? Let me get my face out of there. Let me zoom it in. Let you see it. I have number 15. Let's zoom it in a little bit more. Whoop, that's the wrong way. Let's focus. Duke SX version 2.0 manufactured. Let's get it to focus. Come on, get in there. I can't get this thing to focus right. Manufactured by Vicious Ant, number 15 of 100. Okay, let me get my ugly face refocused because I'm doing manual focus. There we go. All right. So, adjustable battery cap, just like the 21700. I fucking love this cap. Much better than the original Vanguard cap, where you had to use, like I use a 10 centavo. I think that's what this thing is called. Yeah. Centimo. Whatever. Just undo the battery cap. I want the new edition, which is a twist cap, similar to the one on my BC mods. Okay? I love this mod. This is one I had custom made for me. 75C Skoda, however you say it. 510 pin. It's got 2 screws locked inside flush in there. You know why? Your 510 won't spin on you. Okay? So, with that, you know, I'm going to fire it up for you real quick. So now what I'm going to do is twist the cap off. Bloop, done. Cap comes right off really easy. I am going to take an 18650 that I just took off the charger. Turn it. Now, so you can see me do this, I am going to take a flathead, turn it till I feel the tension, and stop. Now it's made contact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yee-hee pops up. Okay, you're not going to see it because the brightness is too much, even if I try to focus it in. So now, no atomizer, and it's on. So, atomizer I'm going to use today after we talk. So, very nice Cerakoted the ergonomics of this mod are amazing. They fit in the hand very well. Your thumb fits right up underneath, and your fingers sit right in the groove. And when you have your thumb, it sits there. Guess what? Your palm will not touch or interfere with the joystick on the SX. They recessed it down just enough. It still protrudes a little, but they don't have a Type-C port on this like they did the SX550J does, which has, turning it on because I took the batteries out, which is different, you know, and not everybody has it. My laptop does have a Type-C port in it, so I can convert them. I can do what I need to do with it, okay? One thing about this mod, here, let me take this off because let me do some measurements for you. Inside, as you can see, it's zeroed out, okay? So let's take the mod. Let's take our measurement on the inside together. It's 18.7. So we had 21.7, 18.7. That's 3 millimeter difference. So let's take this, zero it back out, and go to 3 millimeters. That's the minimum width the inner side had to be cut. This wall right here at its shortest point is 3.5 millimeters thick. Let's go on the side where it's flat. it's 4 millimeters even. So now you got a 1 millimeter point if you cut it for 21700. 1 millimeter. That's like a tip of a screwdriver. That's really thin. So now, let's see how thick this coin is. That coin's 1.5 millimeters. This is the 10 centavo coin. So take 0.5 off that, and that's the thickness on there. So take 2 of them, and you've got, there's more in my box there, but I'm not going to do it. Now take 2 of them. Okay? So if you cut the hole and basically from the flat side to flat side, this is measuring at 26.9 millimeters. 26.9. So we'd have to have this thing at almost 30 millimeters just to fit a 21700 in. You don't believe my readings, it's fine. Here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to take you the mod, the flat side. I'm going to flip it upside down. We're going to open. We're going to set it in on the flat side. 27.1. Okay. Wait a second. There we go. 27 millimeters. 27 millimeters. Now add 3. Now we're at 30. Okay. You saw how tall this battery was, right? Let's see, what was it again? How tall was it? 70.3. This mod right now is measuring in at 88.5. But then that's not including down to about here to where this is right here roughly. So let's measure from the bottom and come down. Say 70 millimeters. So now we've got to go up 3 or 4 millimeters, making this from here at 88 millimeters. Now it's going to be 91 millimeters. So 91.1. We're going to bring it up that high, make it wider to fit a battery in. So now you have a bulkier mod. It's not as small, it's taller. This mod was not designed for people to put a big RDA on it, such as the, hell, the Phenom is 22 millimeters. 18350 is 22 millimeters. They're known for 22s. They're known to run smaller items. They do have bigger mods out there. The Knight can't even fit a 30 millimeter unless you hack the top off. They'll do it for you, but now you modified it, okay? So, you know, this is the RDA I have on top of my Knight. 24 millimeters. I have 1, maybe 2 millimeters. I can fit a 26 on here. Couldn't fit a 30. Need to cut it before 30 will fit around there. Okay? So that's something you need to understand. A 21700 is not always going to be the best way when you want to keep something small, compact, and something ergonomically designed the best way possible. Because not only are you widening it, you're making it taller, but now you got to make it wider. So the widest point on here for this mod right now, and I'm not going to pull it on camera for this one, is 52.2. So we're looking at 55 inches. So now you got to bulk your mod. Now you're holding your mod out here. That's not pleasing to have to be over here to hold your mod, to fire it like this. That's like 52.2. How wide is this Knight? I mean, I don't know. I've never measured the Knight, so let's see. The Knight, dual battery, is 50 inches. Dual 18s. Okay? Width, 36.2. But the chipset in this thing is from top to bottom. So they had to do what they did. Okay? But how tall is this because of this chipset it's inside? A 103 millimeters tall. It's bulky in most people's standards. Bulky. Put them side by side. Look at this. Look at that size difference. Okay, look at that. A massive difference. Yes, you can put a bigger RD on here, but it's also dual battery. It's designed for it. This thing, I think, what does it do? I have never even pushed this thing. How many watts does this thing do? Waiting, 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 waiting. 200 watts, dual battery. And it doesn't round robin. So yeah, it's designed for a dual coil RDA to run what they, for, you know, people who want to run a dual coil. That's what it was designed for. They were thinking about people on this mod for a dual coil. You know what they're thinking about people for this new Duke? For us guys that want flavor chasing. For us guys that want something that's small, compact, very well designed, great custom support. So now, I'm going to put my new battery in. Put my quick connect on. All I do is find it, twist it in. Yee pops up, so I know it's got a good connection now, so I don't have to worry about nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's powered on. SX485J does not have Bluetooth, so the people out there calling this a Bluetooth mod, learn your SX chips, please. Let me see if I bring this down a little bit. There we go. Nope. A little bit more. Okay. We'll call this a Bluetooth chip. No. This is supposed to have Bluetooth. I can't ever get it to connect. I've got the app on my phone. I got an app on my computer. Never connects. It gives me SX550B. But everything's SX55J. What the fuck is a B? Oh, Bluetooth. That's right. That's BT. Come on now. Why are you going to put Bluetooth that won't connect? So now, here's the mod. Small, tiny, fits in the hand perfect. I'm talking about these cutouts. Let your fingers rest right there. Your thumb comes up underneath of it. It's a perfect hold. Your thumb just sits right on top of the fire button without interfering. One thing you're not going to like, it will only fit a 22 millimeter RDA or RTA. I'm a tanker, so this mod's perfect for me. I fucking love it. Yeah, it was a 21700. It'd be that much better, but it'd be that much wider, taller, and fatter, and all that, and it's not. I don't mind it. I got 4.1 volts. It tells me on there. I'm at powerful, not powerful plus, at 22 watts with a 0.82 build. Okay? Stopping and turning on the camera, sorry. So you're going to have little cuts in there, but I'm going to figure out how to fix that. So, I want to show you that, okay? There's no reason to bring it down. It's nothing to break down for you. I broke it down for you. I showed you the inside measurements of a 21700, and I showed you the measurements of an 18650. You're going to add a minimum of 3 millimeters. It's not 1. It's 3. Minimum for clearance. And then you got to take into account the clearance of different size batteries. I just showed you a KDES. I showed you a 30T. There's ohm life. I got 40Ts. The 40Ts and 30Ts I think measure the same. But actually I think the 40Ts are a little bit more because they're higher mAh. They need to be a little bit bigger. That's 33,000. That's 4,000. The other one is supposed to be, I think, 4,000. So that's why it's fatter. So that's probably about as wide as a 40T. They took into account, even in this mod, some 18650s are taller, so you have adjustability. Some are wider. They took that into account and made it as wide as they could. Companies like Viking didn't do that. Okay, nothing against Viking. The mods are beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, but it'd be a shelf piece for me. I would never be able to use it. I have no batteries that would fit it. Okay, so let's stop talking about it should be a 21700. No, it shouldn't. It should stay the 18650. Fucking amazing mod. Don't like what I got to say? Too bad. That's the truth. Okay. I'm showing you some quick vapor reduction. I'm gonna set up my airflow real quick because my airflow, I don't run wide open airflow on this. Right now I've got the Integra with the original tank on it, which I think it's a 2 mil tank. I'm running 2 slots on one side, 3 slots on the other. Total 5 of 6 slots open. Gives me really good flavor, 22 watts. Amazing, amazing flavor. Okay, so I got a warm battery cap real quick. You know what that means? I didn't adjust my bottom cap. .22 millimeters, a .82 build, running at 22 watts. I get amazing vapor reduction. I get amazing flavor. Okay, I have cotton bacon prime. I can use it if I want to, but I haven't been using it. I've been using Malvation X. I bought it while I was in the States. Yeah, it's Jay's Cotton, the one he always talks about. The shit looks like carpet. Everybody talks about this stuff. The Malvation X. Like when you open it, it's in a mason jar. Let me get the top off because it's took up tomorrow. It looks like a carpet. It still has the cotton seeds in it. I pick them out when I do it the best I can. Like, this is a sheet. Not a ball, but a sheet. Like, that big. And you pinch pieces off and you can do what you need to do for it. And you know what it doesn't do? It doesn't expand. So, however you put it in is how it's going to stay. Okay? So, my views on the Duke 2. Amazing mod. If I lost my mod or if it was stolen today, I would definitely search for another one. I would probably do a trade, any trade I had to do almost to do it. I've got 6 fucking Primos. I've got a Vanguard. I've got a Knight. I've got my Joker Spade, custom made. Don't ask me how much it was cost to make it because it was not pretty. Okay? You know the last one auction? I think it was 1,500 USD to get it made. And it was one I didn't even like, and that was a 75C. I had one made for me. An SX chip, my first one, and I loved them since. I now have 3 SX mods. Yeah, no, 4 SX mods. I've got a Knight, a Vanguard, SX Spade, and I've got the Duke 2. Is it worth it? Yeah, totally worth it. It's not Bluetooth, so it's what's saying it. Would it be better with a 21700 battery life? Yeah. But what do you need it for? You're running a 22 millimeter Addy. You're probably going to run low power anyway. It supposedly does 100 watts. But I'm not running 100 watts on a single coil Addy. What are you thinking? Okay, I changed my batteries maybe twice in one day. Not very hard. At least I'm carrying 2 batteries. My 21, sometimes I change twice a day too. Depends on how much I vape. So there's no difference. You get a little bit of battery life difference. That's about it. Maybe 30 minutes. Come on now. It's not that big deal. Okay? They had 3 renditions, and I didn't see the other renditions until after the fact. Stabwood. I don't like Ultim Titanium. I'm not an Ultim guy. But the black one is sexy with the satin finish, satin surround, satin button. It's not polished like the old ones were. Everything else was polished. I hate the polish on the black. Okay, guess what? They did satin now. Satin and black. Sexy. A black inlay on the Duke. Here, look at this. On that Duke. Look at that black inlay. Satin finish. It's not shiny. It's a little polished on the bottom, but that's all satin done. Even the shield, satin done. Okay, look at that. Here, I'll zoom it in for you. Zoom. Focus. Focus. It's not shiny. It's a satin finish. It's a little shiny because of the lights right above me. Okay? So, what are you complaining about? Stop talking about it. Who cares? The Duke 2 is a worthwhile mod to have in your collection if you are an avid collector. I'm an avid collector of many different type of mods. Doing reviews on several of them coming up soon. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to have this one done. I'm going to have one done on the Integra. I'm going to do one on the EVL. I'm going to do one on BC mods. Okay? Customer service means everything. So, with that, like and subscribe to the channel. Help me keep it growing. Love to have you viewers. Turn on the bell so you know when I got a new one coming out. So until next time, I'll talk to you later.